Mic check, mic check. Eating my dinner during this, so talking is gonna be strange, but this has to be done. This has to be done. It just has to. So, yeah, I'm gonna give it a moment to sink in, because, well, again, this has to be done. Like, this is a long time coming. This is a really, really long time coming. So, shoot. Here it is. Okay. I try to send it as many different places as possible. No. Sorry, I'm just giving it a moment to sink in. I'm trying to. Maybe here? Let's try this. Alright. Here it is. So. Alright. Oh, hey, McFarlane. Okay, so. Finale starting. I might as well start now and let people trickle in. Especially when the next race I'm about to cover is Atlanta. Which, when it comes to all the nonsense that have been going down throughout the sorry. I'm thinking of my own stuff, my bad. When it comes to all the nonsense that have been going down in Pirtek, at least near the end of the run of Pirtek Cup Series, I think this one's Atlanta. That's a lot of space. Atlanta doesn't mean much in the grand scheme of things. Because like I said, everything went downhill with what, in like the last 5 races of Pirtek or whatever. Atlanta was actually, fairly tame when it came to the controversy, at least on my end. Like, nothing, nothing really, nothing, I don't know, what's the word? Nothing drama-wise or dramatic really happened for me in this race. It was still a wreck fest, because Atlanta, and it's 80 laps, because I guess BSP thought that was a smart idea. I don't know why. But hey, here we are. I really loved using this scheme. Honestly, actually, yeah, because I don't know. I tried to get as much out of this scheme as possible. I haven't really kept track of how many how many races I use certain schemes for. But I know I use this one quite a bit, especially since in Pirtek, like, you had to add like the Pirtek thing on there. I'm like, I'll just throw the Pirtek banner on like 3 of the schemes I have. In this live, will there be clips of me in it? Yes. This is supposedly the end of the Pirtek Cup Series, so Indy is coming up. In fact, because nothing too stupid happened on my end in this race, I'm not gonna spend too much time looking through this one. I'm just going by order of date. And this came sooner. Yeah, so I've been going by order of date the whole time. Well, except for part 1. I kind of just... Oh, I remember Auto Club. I think I covered that in part 4. And then just called it a day. Part 4 was shorter than planned, because I was kind of just out of it. Sort of out of it here, but I feel more... I don't know, in it to actually, like, go through this. Me flying. I don't remember you flying. The Auto Club race was something. It's weird. Auto Club's a race that it kind of drags out, but enough happens. If there's enough cars in it. I'll probably get into that later, depending on how much time there is. And the racing is this just... Oh, we're just pacing. Oh my gosh, okay, I was confused. So that was just pacing, but like I said, pacing, and there goes Nick already. Oh, Nick, there, wow, okay. Nick hooked me an Auto Club when I flew. Huh. I actually don't remember that. Then again, I didn't remember much of Auto Club until the end. Nick sucks. Oh boy, we're gonna get into that in this one. Trust me. Nick plays a big part in this, so like, trust me. I already know he sucks, but oh, this is the race back. Don't tell me we're pacing. We are pacing because we're okay. I'm gonna try and get through this as much as possible. It's gonna be hard to because I want to like see it like every crash. Or I always have this mental obligation to just look at every crash that happens. And this is gonna be a wreck fest. I mean, the first lap didn't go well. People can't pace for their lives. Well, the thing is, it's like I don't know what everyone else is on, but for me, it's next to impossible because of keyboard. For me to pace, I have to like just I have to tap the keyboard. I use arrow keys. Well, even if I did the WASD thing, it's like it's still like there's no like precise input to it. It's not like NR 2003 where I have a controller and I could just have to hold. I have to hold R2. Oh, you're on console. Okay, I explained to them because I'm on keyboard. Because I'm on a computer. So for me pacing, I have to keep tapping the up arrow key a bunch. Like I'm just tapping a bunch, trying to make sure. I don't know what's up with everyone else. I just know for me, I'm kind of in a bind. And this rate, what? We're doing a lot. What the heck? Now, you know with BSP's races there are oh my gosh, there goes Interstate. I know with BSP's races there are stages. And I think that's the only reason why I care to stay so close. Because I'm at a point, I don't think it was here, but I know just recently, I'm at a point now in racing where when it comes to these plate tracks or whatever, I'm just laying back. Unless there's stage points involved, I'm not even going to bother. It's like, why? And it's always been hit or miss. My PS5 has screwed me from so many wins because I lied. Oh. That feels like I think there's a problem. I thought a PS5 would be higher. You think I would be lagging? My computer is small. It's one of those small computers that could handle a lot, but still only takes so much. Chase backs out of 4 wide, which actually that's fair. It's like, why push it this far? Especially when there's nothing to. Might be Wi-Fi. That's possible. That is possible. That's possible. It's weird. Like the Wi-Fi for me it's oddly spotty in the house. It's strange. Like it is really strange. I don't know if what the. Oh, some guy joined in. Mindwall third. Wait, didn't he make this game? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I think the guy who made this game joined this, like, not joined this race, but he looked at the race. And oh my gosh, what is Nick? Okay, I'm actually gonna go back for that. Cause what is Nick doing? Okay, that's a mix of the 11 kind of going down. Nick, I don't know. That was a weird one. Mom, how many moms I use Xbox and I never like. Oh boy. Then I'm not sure what the problem is. Maybe it just depends on what it is. Depending on a console, I think that certain consoles is better for certain things. Then again, I don't know because the last time I had a console was like my PS3 and it stopped working by 2019. So, and since then I've basically been stuck with Steam and I got a lot out of Steam. I played the heck out of Wreckfest. I haven't put Steam on my new computer yet, which I probably should. Because I don't think there's any hope in my old one getting fixed up. I still use the old one to edit videos. I don't know. My older computer is better for editing videos. The new one has some sort of issues. Like I can edit out like my own YouTube shorts out of it. That's how I clip a bunch of stuff, like league stuff that happens if you check out my YouTube shorts. And Ezra gets wiped out. And I try to avoid, and they both flip. What the? Oh, never mind. I went around too. I almost wipe out Nick. I wish I did. I wish I actually did. I might start skipping a bit unless a huge crash. Okay, we're pitting. Okay, a lot of time goes by. What is happening? Did another crash happen? Okay, another crash happens here, so I got to skip quite a bit, no issues, because I don't know. It's just not. I don't even know. No wonder why D-Man almost won. I forgot D-Man was in this actually. I'm trying to remember. Was this? I'm trying to remember if this is before Pirtek. Because not before Pirtek, before my Chrome Pro series. Because before Chrome Pro series, I don't know where I've seen D-Man from. I know I'd seen him at some point. And oh lord. Okay, at least Grave ain't watching this stream. He would have been pissed. I was seeing D-Man in 3. Alright. Skipping along. Oh no, what's going on? What's going on? I actually want to see what happened here. I actually, it's funny you said that, McFarlane, because I didn't remember before you said that. I didn't remember D-Man. I didn't realize D-Man was in this race till you mentioned him. Seeing that comment, I'm like, I was like, what are you talking about? And they're just, oh boy. Oh boy. Park him. Who is MS5 talking about? MS5 is a baby. I don't even know who he's talking. Oh, caution? I guess caution. Yeah, caution's out. My goodness, see, like, I don't know. I wish BSP actually put it in chat. I don't know, like, whoa. Okay, 11's dead. I might as well see this. Oh my gosh. And there. Oh my gosh, the 11. Forrest. Oh, hey, Forrest. Oh, same picture, so I was able to recognize those you. Huh. Okay, let me see this again. Watch D-Man. There was so much going on there. What the what? Such a mess. Into pit boxes. Oh boy. Okay, skip along. Pitting. Don't know what stage points are like. Don't necessarily care. Let's just see how this goes. That's not BSP. Is that BSP in it? No, that's probably not. MS5 didn't like things I said and blocked me. Yeah, that sounds about it. Oh my gosh, and I go tumbling. It was a matter of time. I feel like when it comes to these tracks, I tend to flip, especially if it's a wreckfest like this. I'm bound to flip at some point. I guess that's the one. Or 2, because sometimes I flip twice. But this race, man. Hot 25. I wouldn't say BSP was in over his head with this, or what? Actually, not really. I don't know. I'm not sure. I feel like I should ask what BSP was trying to get out of this. Or what, no, not what he was getting out of it, but what he was, I don't know, like, what was, like, I need to ask him what his mental state was by this point. Because it just seems like he was, like, I kind of felt like that, too. Like, looking at the schedule and everything, it's like, I myself wasn't sure if I was going to be able to join every race. And that's not even taking into account the Chase nonsense, like, Chase and Nick and all of their friends or whatever. Taking them out the account, I wasn't sure whether or not I'd be able to go through all that. I got a really good restart there, but to be fair, like, I was left behind, and I kind of caused that. Oh, Lord, don't tell me it's Narcosh come out, and they wrecked again. Actually, no, they're fine. Okay, I don't know then. I skipped too much. National Day flipped 5 times to Daytona. Are you talking about recently? Because I know it was revived. I'm not part of it. That's just because I'm in a lot of stuff already. Not a lot of stuff. I just need to. I'm at a point now where I have to, like, kind of just scale down on everything, including the road racing stuff. Yesterday. Oh, okay. No pros merge. I think no pros the. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, there we go. I think no pros the 11. So, there you go. Did death happen in front of me? Hang on. Thank goodness we're going through this fast. Oh, hey, Tay, what's up? Just going through the finale of me going through the Pirtek stuff. And depending on the time, I might check out the Walmart series, which lasted like all of 2 minutes. And oh my gosh, I almost wrecked there. And oh my, of course. And I wiped out the poor 21. The poor 21 car. Oh man, there are four wide, three, kind of four. I don't know. MS5 is just okay. And me, I'm just trying to figure out what to go. Now there are stages in it. Doesn't BSP have another league? Wait, what? Hang on, let me read that again. Doesn't BSP have another league? Yes, but it shut down after like race 3 or something. Cause the Race at Auto Club, I have it in, and I actually have it in like the folder I'm showing you guys. I actually have it all in the same folder, even though it's like a new series. I don't know. Walmart, but he doesn't do racing. Yeah, he quit pretty much immediately. The Auto Club race had like 4 or 5 cars. The race was still fun. It was still a pretty cool race with 4 cars. But it's just oh man, it's just weird that I don't know. I need to ask what BSP like where his ambitions were, like why, like what was his mental state at when like the Pirtek Cup series ended, because this was a series. Remember, I joined a Pirtek Cup series in like season 4. Like it was I joined, like when I joined, the series was already established. So for it to just disappear, it's like that's what baffles me. It's not like a new series that you just gave up on immediately. It's a series that went on for 6 seasons, or basically 7. I think it's season 7, basically. And season 7 didn't even end properly. That's Sarka is over. What do you mean Sarka? Oh, you mean Arsena. I'm like, to be fair, it's like a made up word. I don't expect you to type it right or like spell it right. Arsena. No. Sarka is gonna happen. I'm gonna have to switch. I might have to switch tracks because the track I was doing, I got a few laps in and it's like it is a pain. So last minute decision. I'm basically gonna have to do Charlotte. I kind of thought of this like 2 days ago. I'm switching the Sarka race to Charlotte. I had them racing because I had the Sarka race be at some road course or whatever. But the paper is like the bristle board I'm using is like the same size as the other tracks, and it's like with all the turns it just looks stupid. And I'm like, you know what? I'll just switch it to Charlotte. Why not? I'll just switch it to Charlotte. And I'm just bounced off everything here. Yeah, trust me, Sarka's still happening. Sarka's still happening. Just that Arsena is something I had in mind for a while now. In fact, that's like the second different car for it, because I had it was entirely for Arsena, the Arsena stop motion. It was an entirely different car. Actually, this is the third attempt, because the Arsena paper was gonna be Gen 7. Then I switched it to something else from like it's not really a car you guys would know. We need a race at Dodge Raceway. Dodge Raceway. Oh, are you talking about? That's me merging. Pretty decent merge on my end. Are you talking about? I'm actually not sure what you're talking about. I'm actually confused. But as for the Sarka thing, trust me, Sarka. That should last a while. I just want to see the races I did in Pirtek. All right. Well, okay. We're almost done. And like I said, we're not going. Whoa! Someone flipped. Wait. Who flipped? Someone went flying. I was gonna skip that, but someone went flying. Who went flying? I missed it. Do I have to? Okay. Oh my gosh! Wait. Is this it? I'm trying to see where someone. Was that Applepot? Really? That was Applepot? Oh. Okay. Well, that is what it is. I kind of just rushed through this race anyway. There's a lot of cars merging here. What the? Oh, there goes Apple. 4 wide into 3. What is going on? Oh my gosh. 4 wide into 3. What the heck? I think that's no pro in the 11. Some of these guys I get mixed up on. I'm good at remembering names. I actually don't know what a 21 is. I don't know what a 21. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. 21. Okay, I'm getting pinned. Jeez. Okay, D-Man is just going for a gap that ain't there. Now, I never had problems with D-Man when racing. Well, I had a few problems with D-Man when racing. This might have been a start of it. Probably. Like I said, I don't remember D-Man stuff before, like, prior to Chrome Pro his time in the Chrome Pro Series. Assuming this is before that. D-Man complains about the laps and it's dumb. No, D-Man is just impatient. It's not even the laps thing. If you notice in Discord, he's just impatient with everything. Especially with someone like, he wanted me to paint Canada Series car for him, but he wanted me to, like, D-Man wanted me to paint Canada Series car for him, but thing is, he kept asking for it around the time that, like, not even half the Stars Tour schemes for Season 2 were done. No joke. Like this, like, I think it was, like, right after the draft for Season 2, and a few of the schemes are done. Not even half the schemes are done for Season 2, and D-Man kept asking for it, and it was like, and I'm saying, like, dude, I gotta prioritize. Oh, hey, Kirby, what's up? But I was saying, like, yeah, dude, I gotta, like, I'm busy making, like, these SARS Tour schemes, which, by the way, the shootout race is coming out fairly soon for that. There's a lot of shuffling around. Some stuff, like, oh boy, had to make sure all my files are in check. But essentially, yeah, like, just priorities, essentially. Especially when, like, there's SARS Tour. And it's like, I even kept asking D-Man, like, what? Oh, okay, I might as well, okay. I kept asking D-Man, like, what is he going to use it for? What is he going to use for? Oh, I'm in the lead. Okay, I might as well see how this goes. Now, I know I didn't win this. I think I went winless throughout this season, throughout the final season of Pirtek. But I want to see how I did here. I think I still got top 5. I could be wrong. An apple pot, I've always had mixed. Also, D-Man likes autocorrecting to... Damn. Really? And there's Nick. I don't know if what I did there was on purpose. It probably was, given how much I've talked about these guys. And Chase kind of just washed up there. I know that wasn't on purpose. Oh my gosh, I bounced off the wall. Like, when Chase does something blatant, like, you'll be able to tell, and there you go. And that started because I bounced off the wall. Ezra gave me assistance. Nice. Yeah, when Chase does something or tries something with anyone, I can't believe I'm surprised I got Nick. I wasn't even trying to. I was actually trying to, run the race there, but, like, all of that, like, just bounced off the wall like that. 58. Oh my gosh, we're not even close. Is it cut off? Why is there so much missing? There's no way we could. Oh my gosh, what is Nick doing? Around he goes. Okay, 1 car. Nope, 2. 2. Wait. Yeah, just 2 cars. I'm not counting myself. I think we're still green here. Should I skip or... Oh, wait. I gotta see how this goes down. MS5's pissed off. It is what it is. I hate supers. Well, you and me both, MS5. You and me both. Goes back to the strategy I mentioned earlier. Unless there's stages, I just don't really care to run up front at all. Until, like, the final few laps. That's why I dread doing these races with this many laps. Like, what is going on here? It's like BSP is almost asking for, like, some sort of, like, controversy here. Well, and we're 4 wide. We are 4 wide. We're 4 wide. Yep. I guess I'm just... Oh, okay. So much for being aware of it. Because I was about to say, I think I was aware of it because I stayed to the left as much as possible. Sonic Racing Crossroads. I wish I could play that. If it's on Steam, maybe. But then again, this newer computer I have, it probably can't handle games as much as the older one can. I think that's the other reason why... I think I was forgetting the reasons why earlier. Earlier I was forgetting the reasons why I didn't, I just didn't put Steam on this newer computer. Because this one just, it doesn't really fit whatever... It doesn't fit the stuff I do. The computer's fine. It's not really... optimal for my stuff. Oh, another big crash. Hang on. Okay. Chase goes flying, which is satisfying. Oh, I bounced off the 21. I merge back on. And but Chase goes down. Are you kidding me? Okay. I'm not going to harp on it. Oh, he got back going anyway, so. Okay. Nah, I don't want to spend much time on this. It's crazy as it is, and someone's dead. Is that the 11 or MS5? Who is that? That was MS5 and Chase. Okay, so this is still a disaster. Okay, skipping along. Okay, we're almost done here, and then we're next race. How much time have I spent on this? About 30 minutes, so which is honestly, given how long the footage is a record. Might be a record when it comes to race reviews so far, or going through a single race, or looking over a certain race. Maybe, I could be wrong. Oh my gosh, here he is. Okay, they were all over each other, man. 5 to go. 6 minutes left. Oh my gosh. Here is a question: Is Steam a monopoly? What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean by that? Wait, what do you mean? A monopoly. I'm not sure what you mean by like. I wouldn't really consider. Oh my gosh! I look up. There's a big crash. I was like looking at the comments. I didn't see. What? Oh my gosh! I pushed. Yeah, I was like stuck in the middle. I wasn't sure what to make it a 4 wide. Like, is overpowered in their industry? I feel like. I mean, I don't know, because thing is, isn't it just like I always seen Steam as just like a computer thing, just something. Some sort of computer console app thing that like you could just buy official games off of, and there's no competitors. I mean, I guess, but the thing is, like, since Steam is still considered a console, I don't know. Like, there's still plenty of think of it this way: there's still plenty of consoles out there. So to say for something like Steam. I don't know. Yeah. Problem is, I don't know enough to really just talk about Steam like that. I guess you could say it's monopoly, but it's not like everybody's clamoring for it. Made a good video about it. Oh, then I gotta check it out then. I haven't watched his stuff in a while. I've had mixed feelings about some of his content, but even when I do, I still like watching his content, even if I disagree with it. I was just never sure, because I just don't know enough about it. And I kind of thought to myself, well, there's plenty of people on console. So it's not like everyone's clamoring for the thing. And oh my gosh, what is that push? Enchilada. Push of a lifetime. And oh my gosh, they're just all over these menaces of society. And pusher, oh my gosh. Dude, okay, Apple's still with me. Recently started watching him a lot. I started watching him a few years back. He's pretty entertaining. Really insightful with a lot of things. Put it in Discord. Yeah, okay. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that, because I wasn't sure where to look. But then again, I probably could have just typed moist monopoly. That doesn't sound right saying it out loud, but you know what I mean. I probably gotta try. Oh my gosh, I was really pushing Ezra, but to be fair, this is the final lap. Gotta keep my foot in it, you know. And it seems to pay off here. Chase really tries to get by. Goes down, and oh my gosh, and yeah, Nick just pushes No Pro into me. Assuming that's a No Pro in the 11. Dude, whoa, okay, I blink and Chase just dies. Hang on, do you see that? In the 9? Go back down, look at this. He just eats. Oh my gosh. Okay, the finish is epic. I'll give it that. I'm 5th, though. I am 5th place. So, yeah, I'm 5th place. Let's go. Terrors want to be didn't win. Let's go. Thanks. I just realized Apple Pot won. Props to him. I didn't think it was I didn't think he could do it. Oh, better yet, yeah, he pushed. No, are you talking about? Oh yeah, you're talking about D-Man probably. Yeah, he just pushed D-Man out the way, and D-Man had nothing for him out of 4. Yeah, Taylor, if you meant D-Man, that's my bad. I mean, I agree with you, but yeah, Apple Pot in '99. Apple Pot pushed D-Man. I was talking about Chase, but both can apply. Okay. I just know that with your history with D-Man, I thought you were referring to D-Man. With your history with D-Man, I thought you just, you know. Which, to be fair, we can say that about, 3 guys here. Okay, race is over. Here we go. Delete. Okay. Indy. I hope McFarland's here because this is what he asked for. Okay, well, first, what is this? Is this Iowa? Okay, this is Iowa, but we're not going to check that out. First, we're going to go to Indy. I think what's this 4 minutes? Is this just qualifying? What are we doing? No, we're just... Okay, we're just lining up. There's Nick in the Lumar car. Of course, no, not Nick. There's Chase in the Lumar car. Of course, Chase is going to ride the ugly car. If you still watch Eric Estep, I remember Eric Estep just hating any Lumar scheme ever because of the number. Like, Lumar, no matter what, seems to be so keen on the teal blue number. That SVG car is GOAT. For purple car, as purple cars go, I always found that all right. I don't know. Maybe it's a sponsor. It's possibly just a sponsor. I don't know. Seems still good. Best paint schemes. Oh. Okay, race is this the race? No. Okay, we're just... BSP out of pacing like a bunch of morons. And there you go. Yeah, there you go. I went to 3rd just like that. I think Chase is fuming at this point. Which there's a good chance. I don't know. Chase just has no patience. He never thinks bigger picture. That's why I always try to clown him on it. That's why I always try to tell him. But it wouldn't matter. And I took those turns really well. Did I miss that race? Oh, this isn't Pirtek. You're not a part of this league. And trust me, and the live streams I've been doing on this, you wouldn't have wanted to be a part of that. If you're talking about this Silver Fox, this is something else entirely. And I drove wide, that's because I was just I don't know. I thought Chase would push me off. This dude's unpredictable when he's in a bad mood, man. I don't know. And we might as well see how the opening laps are. I'm pushing Armando. There's Armando in the 16. I had my issues with Armando as well, but I usually tend to best him. I usually tend to best Armando, so it's never, I don't know. The dude doesn't mean much to me here. Okay, McFarland's in this. Did McFarland start this right? Yeah, he did start it. He's there. I see him in the leaderboard there. And I think this is before I even knew I could actually adjust the leaderboard, because he just cuts off there. I just realized that Indy Road Course means Indianapolis Road Course. Oh. Oh, well. Yeah, that's what it means. So yeah, as you can tell, I could best Armando. It isn't hard. Speedway was fast. Like I mentioned, Speedway. This is Speedway on his comeback. This guy was actually pretty good. And he was actually good here too. I drove really wide because I did not know what I was doing. Bear in mind, this is the first time. Wow, Armando. I think I started to try and get back Armando for that. Like, it probably wasn't intentional, but like the dude's just. And he got by another car. I think that's Enchilada. I've had my beef. Oh, my beef with Enchilada is very short. Like it doesn't last long. It really doesn't. Like at all. I don't know if I could run this track today. I probably can, but maybe I'm probably just thinking that because I am just nitpicking myself here. Like at least silently nitpicking. I'm not really going at myself that much, but you can tell I'm just out of whack because I just don't have patience here. Ooh, not cool. Now he'd say that's not way past cool. He's all about it being way past cool. But Josh, you said it's not way past cool. I've done better Sonic impersonate. Wow, I really pushed Enchilada off. I don't remember Enchilada being a 71. Does he try to get me here? He probably does. No. Well, I cross over either way. Chase, I got suspended for D1 Iowa for full sending D4? I guess they're talking about Chase's league, because I don't know. Great coverage, I ain't gonna lie. Oh, thanks. Enchilada just drives. Enchilada drives off the track. Okay. I might start skipping along though, and okay, joined in. I think he just, I don't know, he kind of just joins in when he sees me. I guess I don't think he ever know. He doesn't really know like what I'm doing. He'll just join in occasionally. He never gets in the way though. I swear caution comes out at some point. I was a distant fourth throughout all of this. Something important happens. Okay, we're all pitting. Blah, 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 we're pitting. And then we're outpacing again. Something that happened. This is stupid. Basically, I really hope McFarland's here. Essentially, I forgot about the choose cone. I forgot the choose cone was thing here, and I ran right over it. So I was forced to go back. I'm not going to dive into that much because it's annoying. It's stupid. Whatever. I don't know why I let Chase get, like, I don't know why I have let Chase get to me like that, especially when I'm a moderator. Like, I'm a higher power, and, like, I'm still, like, still got on my nerves thinking, like, what he said had some sort of say in anything. And, oh my gosh, I messed that up. All I had to do was just not mess up. Like, it wasn't hard, especially when they butchered it. Yeah, I thought the caution's out. There's not enough cars destroyed. Shoot. What am I looking for? Oh my gosh, there I go. Okay, so I tried to get around all of that. Then I sent myself... Yeah, I tried to get around whatever was happening here. Because these guys were all over the place. So I tried to get around them. Then I just hit a bump. And it messed up my steering. Alright. So... Okay, let's look back at chat here. Here we go. So yeah, that was a lot. Apple Pasta and Chase a shot. Wow. Chase must have been on one or something. Oh my goodness. Did I miss that race? Well, actually Kirby, this is my time racing in Roblox in a certain league. This is months before SARS was even, like, thought up as a concept. What the? So, I don't know what's been going on. We're just spread out. I got up to 6th place. There really isn't much to cover here. Okay, this is pace laps. There just isn't much to cover. Okay, oh. Let's see the restart. Yeah, good boy. And, oh, jeez. And, okay. Oh, I got into McFarland. There's McFarland in the 6th car. I just... What the... This race, man. Oh, my... Okay. I gotta ask Tele to like, if he got Robux, you gotta do this. If Tay has Robux, please do this for Aaron. Oh, jeez, there I go. Actually, I take that back. Never mind. Actually, maybe. Yeah, actually, no, I'd still be a challenge. That might be something if there's a season 4 for Aaron's Cup. Like, say if you're still there, like this would be a road course to try out. And I'm just hitting every bump. I tried to. Oh my. Okay, that one's my fault. I thought I could monster truck over it. Just do it like a screw you Armando moment. It didn't work. At least there's still, I can still see him kind of, but I was really messing up throughout this race. I was messing up throughout this race, man. I'm telling you. Parents storm my. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, Lord. I'm not sure if you missed. I'm not sure if you missed me bumping into you on the restart. Turn 1 on the restart. I don't think the beef happened yet. I think that was just a isolated incident. Because trust me, the beef I had in this race was mainly with Chase, beginning to end. I developed the rest later because I was just impatient and I kind of just beef his last lap. I could have sworn it was for like the second half. Unless I'm just confused. Wow. I think I did that one out of spite. Because like I said earlier, I kind of had beef with Enchilada like on and off. CASCAR still exists, just in NASCAR if you're wondering. Oh, I know. I already knew that, yeah. I've mentioned it before. Like, I know CASCAR and the whole deal there. Just that, it's not really called that anymore. Like, I know it's just names, but, like, I always, every now and then, I just have visions about, like, if CASCAR, like, not visions, just, like, I've always thought to myself, like, if the series could just stand on its own away from NASCAR, because NASCAR hasn't really helped it. Especially with, like, the budget these teams are on, like, they don't really have the budget to just go cross country like that to run like 200 laps in like a short track. That's why the races that's why whenever the series goes over like Edmonton, Alberta, like out west, this year's Canada Series race at Edmonton had 10 cars. 10 cars. Did Applebot fly over the wall? What is he doing over there? What the heck? Track look. Oh boy. Did I not? Oh my lord. I was kind of just ranting off. That's when he flipped and quit. Oh, I guess Applebot. What the what? There was just so much going on. Does anything happen here? Let's skimp along. Who is this? Wait. Do I know this guy? Ryan Blaney Kuz. No, I don't. Oh my gosh. What the what? Why did I do that? I don't even think I have issues with that guy. Maybe? I don't know. Josh Far. Oh my gosh. That's Quentin? I always called him Quentin. Yeah, I always called him Quentin because that's just what I knew him as, like, when I raced in his league months ago. The fact that this is, like, I can't believe Quentin's league feels like last year. Like, man, such a difference between, like, February and now. It doesn't feel like the same year. P3. Yeah, I could tell you were third. And me, I was just all over the place. It really just depended on everyone else. Actually, you know what? That makes sense why I got into it intentionally then. Because I think I knew that was... Okay, I think I knew that was... I think I knew that was Quentin. And I decided to do something about it. I think I think I took this as a moment to, like, just... Whatever I felt Even though I know I mentioned Quentin a lot, but it's like when it comes to the grand scheme of things, I was pretty much over the guy. To see him come back here months later, like this is the first time I raced. This was legitimately the first time I raced the guy in months up to that point. And especially I need to mention this. Yeah, Armando upside down. I just didn't feel like acknowledging it. Like the thing about Quentin is that I was gonna make this event station episode, but I'm like, I don't know. I still might, maybe. Then again, I don't feel that spiteful about it anymore. But essentially, after for anyone who saw I don't know if you saw the me versus Quentin stream or whatever, but I got suspended. Then kind of just left the series because the whole thing was out of whack. And then at some point, Quentin, about maybe a few weeks later, Quentin asked for me back or whatever. So I joined back. After 3 races, I quit just on my own because it was the dumbest thing. I got a drive-through penalty for supposedly wiping him out in a trial at Daytona, even though he cleared himself in front of me because I got a push of a lifetime going to trial and he cleared himself. And he's crazy. I don't know. Quentin's crazy. I just can't stand the guy. It's I had so many, there were so many better things going on. Pirtek was kind of up and down because Chase was, in Pirtek up to that point. Nick was there. Armando was there. A bunch of morons were there in Pirtek still. But I still prefer to do Pirtek over Quentin. Because, Quentin's off his rocker. And the guys I had to race in there off their rockers too. They just didn't know how cars work. At all. In Quentin's league especially, this doesn't really happen often in Pirtek, but in Quentin's league especially, what really annoyed me was that, I kept getting blamed for stuff that wasn't actually my fault. People kept moving down in front of me, or in the case of Bristol, I tried to slow down to make the corner. Quentin didn't, and he got sent around me. Oh wow, I caught up to you. How did I catch up to you? My laps are not spectacular. I'm surprised I caught up to anybody. And look at this. I'm not. I don't even think that was out of fear of you. I just can't make the corner. Wait, I remember. I was the Starbucks 6. Oh, you hit the wall. Okay. I mean, I hit the wall too, but I guess I guess your hit was worse because, I wasn't exactly hot lapping, and oh my gosh, I think I have to pit here. Look at me, 7.6. There's no way I risk it. I am not that gutsy unless especially we're not even halfway. Kept messing up laps as well. Oh, okay. I forgot how you did in this race. I just know that I just know that me and you got in a scuffle at the end. And oh yeah, and I kept going after Quentin because I thought, like I said, just did that whole explanation, but just out of spite. I just realized I interrupted myself with the Quentin thing, but yeah, honestly, just me wiping him out deliberately earlier. It had to do. Oh, we put on the same lap, but we all did. Wow, but me wiping him out on purpose earlier, it just had to do with all that stuff going down. After that stream, after my initial run in Quentin's league, because, my goodness, that's the thing. To see all those guys turn on me like that see, a lot of the regulars turn on me like that, it's yeah, that's just, heck, I was kind of, in my last Quentin race, before, I'm talking about in the stream, the ones I showed you, I was actually willing to go even crazier, but I didn't. I still tried to run the race, and despite that, I still, quote unquote, caused trouble for those guys. P4, you got P3 because you brake checked me. P4. Oh, you got P4. Oh Lord, I ain't halfway. Well, it's a road course, so there's a lot we could skip. I think there's There's no caution for stages, I don't think, because it's like road course. For some reason, they just really don't want. Okay, I'm pitting again. Oh, I think I'm doing a nice little strategy here because I'm only halfway. And I just skipped that because, to be fair, the pit line is like in the, the pit area itself. It's not even down there. So, there you go. I take 50%. Very optimal. I pit. Choose cone. And they just go on without me because screw you guys, I guess. I don't know. They just went on without me. Like, they didn't even try. Like, this is why I don't like it. Like, we don't even try at that point. I don't know. I think I tried to be clean with Quentin here. I just messed up anyway. But I actually tried to be clean with Quentin there. And I went wide again. Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay. Skip along. Did I push enchilada? I didn't catch the choose. Oh. I kind of just skimped along because it's not that relevant. Wow, that was stupid. Are you kidding me? I think you're still ahead. Oh, no, you're right behind me. You're right behind me, apparently. You probably get ahead of me here, though, because I'm just terrible here. I nailed these S's earlier, but as the race went on, I remember just being so impatient with it. It got worse. By the way, I don't know when it happens, but there was a point. There was a point where. Oh, I hope I didn't miss it. At some point, Chase got screwed. I might have to go back just to find it because it's crucial. It is crucial for this stream. Like, this is what I've been building up to this whole time. I might have to go back for it if I missed it. But I know it happened on a restart. I don't think there are any more restart. Was it... I pit again? Okay, it feels weird just skipping along this. Is it just not... There's so much green... Okay, I'm gonna... Speedway ran out of gas here. Was it here? I know... Oh, shoot, there's Armando. I think I was trying to take him out there. Was that my idea? I should have just went around him. This is where my anger just kept getting the best of me. No, I think you got by me at some point. And I messed up. Okay. Okay, let me see if I can find... Is it this? Maybe it was this. I don't know. Was he in front the whole time? Chase was... No. Okay, I gotta see if there's a restart. There was a restart where he got so pissed. Maybe it was here. Yeah, I think it was here. I'm gonna need a moment. I know Chase won, but I know Chase won McFarland, but I'm trying to find a specific moment where he was screwed on a restart. Maybe it was this one? Okay, that was when I first bumped into you. That's not... Oh my gosh. At some point, Chase got where I was and tried to get me. I don't think... Was it here? No, it was not here. I'm just wrecking a bunch. I know I scuffled with Chase at some point. I just don't know when it was. I'm gonna find it. I'm determined to find it. Okay, no. Let's go 36, 35. Wait. Is that you? No, that's Armando. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're just doing stuff. I pit again, because I saw a caution comes out. Maybe? Oh. No, I think they restart without me. Is that what happened? Oh my gosh, don't tell me they don't have it. I know what happens at some point. I don't know. Oh, shoot, was that it? Hang on, I looked down for a moment. What just happened? Okay, I tried to make the corner. Okay, that one I was actually trying to make the corner. That one I was trying to make it. Like, you... Was it the other one? Was that? Don't tell me that was it. Bummed me earlier. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Especially when I tend to do that anyway. Actually, I've been doing this. I was doing that pretty much the entire race, just bumping everyone who like did something to me. I just get screwed. Okay, I just screwed myself there. But that's fair, given I do it too. I'd be a hypocrite if I called you out on it. Speedway. Oh yeah, I think that's what the Speedway run out. No, he's just. Oh, he's crashing. What the heck? Oh, that's true. Yeah. Honestly, McFarlane, I apologize for that. I shouldn't have taken it out on you like that. Especially when my main issue was Chase. It was Chase and Quentin, because Quentin was running his mouth too. Like, I never even have those, like, I never had much of an issue with you. I think it was just, I was just taking everyone's, because everyone just bumping each other around, I just took it all out of spite. Especially when, like I said, I've had a history of just being called out for, like, nothing. I'm not sure if I tried to push you off there. I probably tried there. I don't know. But the fact that we had, I might as well see this last lap battle. You've been skipping along pretty well. What? Wait, whoa, I looked down. I looked down for a moment. Did I push you off? Oh boy, I kind of did. I mean, you eventually catch up because you said it was a last lap incident, so you eventually catch up anyway. I really messed up. Armando got second. Oh wait, what? Forced White, yeah. Was it here? Because like I said, I can never make this corner at all. Are you sure that's a brake check? Because I can't see anything. Unless it was a different part of the track. Or was it here? Maybe it was here? Okay, that one I went screw it. Huh. You're on the back. Okay, okay. You sure that was a, hang on. This here? I mean, I drove wide, I don't know. I guess went out wide, cutting it. I mean, a cut. I went wide. It did? Are you sure? Okay, what happened to you? Because I thought I got the worst of that. Yeah, because you can see here, I'm just not making the corner. Like, I was not going to make it. Like, yeah, I was not going to make it. You had a better run into the corner. You got speed from cutting. Oh, yeah. Well, it's not even that. It's the fact that I could have just stopped, you know? It's like I cut, but I could have just stopped. But I didn't at that point. I was just pissed off with everything. At that point, it's like, the fact that I didn't send someone into a fence with laps to go. This race was a breaking point for me. The fact, this is the part that pissed me off the most. I might as well say this now. This is the part that pissed me off the most. Is the fact that I feel at some point Chase got, okay, I might as well run it back. Where was it? Was it this pit? Maybe it was this one. I'm going to assume it's this one. Okay. It might have been. Was he screwed here? Wow, I was screwed. Okay. There goes Apple. Okay, it was this one. Okay, so I pinned on my... So Chase got screwed here. Okay? He gets screwed here, and he starts throwing his hissy fit. Well, he's going to get his get back, blah, 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 blah. At some point I said, I don't know if it was around here, but at some point I said, if you keep going with that... Oh, Lord. If you keep going off like that, or if you keep fuming off like that, like going on this whole spree of, oh, I'm going to get you, like, going to get you back, whatever. You're not, like, if you do that, you're going to screw yourself in the long run. If you just keep going. Or if you just keep going off like, I think that's why Applepot was telling Chase to shut up. I wasn't sure why Apple was doing that. But I guess that's why. Yeah, maybe, I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. This was the moment, this is what got on my nerves. So he tries to get his get back here. I think. Yeah. I slow down. I don't know if he was trying there, but it was around this time. I get. Oh, okay, I got him back there. Okay, I'm glad. I'm glad I got him there. I think I did that. I'm not sure if I did it on purpose, but yeah, that one. That one I did out of spite because the dude just wouldn't shut up. I did out of spite because he wouldn't shut up. He probably. I think at some point he caught up to me and tried to get back. Wait, I think this was it. Yeah, this was it. Okay, this was it. This was the defining moment of this whole race for me. It was this. He tries to get back at me. I could tell just from how he's running. I push back on him. We don't really scuffle like that for the rest of the race, but that's essentially what the whole. Because I had an episode on the Discord voice call at the end. Skipping back to the very end here. He does this whole thing about, dedicated to me, blah, 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 nonsense. In Discord, he said that was for his yapping. Oh, yeah, true. Because the thing is, Chase... Oh, Lord, okay, I know why you did that. I won't blame you for that one, though. Okay, but basically, here's the thing. Like, might as well talk about this before I get to Iowa, since we're doing good time here, actually. I know Iowa really shouldn't take too long. But the thing about... I have to mention this now. Because I know you were part of this, but, like, you know. But the thing is, like, I have to mention this. Essentially, when he started going off, I'm not sure if you were either. I think it was just him. I think it was just Chase, Quentin, this and that. Yeah, that full send. I think I know why you did that. I was kind of like, oh my gosh. That end. And I didn't see it coming either. Like, you almost succeeded. You almost succeeded. Oh my gosh. But basically, if that's the full send you're talking about. But yeah, basically, what got on my nerves that Chase, Nick, and those bozos. Oh yeah, I don't remember that. Okay, well I don't remember that McFarlane because there was like it was me versus like, this was like it was like a solid minute of me versus the world. Which, by the way, I think right after this I did the first draft for the draft for the first season of the SARS tour. I think that I could be wrong, but I think I did the draft for the very first season of the SARS tour was right after this race. So I was doing the draft in a foul mood. So that was rough. And I scheduled the draft like days ahead of time. So like it was like, yeah. But I had to mention that. It was just me versus the world because it all stems because Chase. It goes back to what I said earlier about him. Like he was saying how, what was it? I kept telling him like how he's just threatening to wreck people like when it's like 10 laps in a race. It's like I'm telling him if you just keep going on with that, if you keep going on with that mindset, you keep like being hot temper like that, you're gonna screw yourself out of like a win. And the thing is, early on, it kind of did because he was busy scuffling with me. Now, in the long run, he did end up winning. It is what it is. He's good. Speedway messed up. It's whatever. Chase won. My issue, though, was the fact that he took it as some sort of slight. He took it as some sort of... What was the word I forgot the words he used. But basically, the fact that... What really offended me about the whole thing was that he took it as a personal... I'm just clicking it back. It's just whatever. But what really offended me about the whole thing, the reason I was so pissed about everything... Oh, you had to restart YouTube? Oh, boy. But, like, something that, like I said, like, what really pissed me off about the whole thing was the fact that Chase, Nick, and whoever, and I think Quentin, saw that as, like, a personal attack. And then Quentin, of all people, is telling me to calm down, like, it's just... telling me, like, oh, calm down, it's just Roblox. And then I started snapping back at him because... You know, we both know Quentin's one to talk. Like, there's a reason I left Quentin's league. It's because he can't even take his own... That sentence to heart. If Quentin actually, like, thought of those words, I would have probably still been in his league. Well, maybe. I don't know. But that's something that really got on my nerves with this race. Is the fact that it was a mix of Chase taking some sort of comment as spite. Like for some reason, no, it wasn't that. He saw it as some sort of smack talk. Like it was some sort of smack talk, and I'm like, what is wrong with you idiots? That was my mindset. That was my mindset at that point, because just because I was saying like for some reason he saw a smack talk, it's like, no. Chase, like, I think it's cause I messed up more in this race than Chase did. But like, my goodness, if I was running with Chase more often in this race, I would have pushed him around. I would have routed this cage a ton. Seriously, especially this early in the season, I really didn't care. I was gonna rattle his cage as much as I possibly could. Just to piss him off, because that's how I felt about him. I just wanted to piss off Chase as much as I could, especially in this race. But because I kept slipping up, I just never really got to him unless it was like a restart. So yeah, if he would have shot him, because the thing is, and this is just a wild theory, but I feel like Chase would have shot himself in the foot trying to constantly get back at me, because that's just the kind of person he is. That's just observing him, just racing him there, like, that's just the kind of person he seems to be. So that's why this race was just an absolute disaster. Which, by the way, looking at the end of it, I still finished third. Like, I don't know. I know, like, everyone was wrecking, and a whole bunch of people quit up to this point. Look at this. Like, only 6 cars finished the race overall. But at the end of the day, I was still willing to finish. You know what I mean? Just because a bunch of guys quit doesn't mean, like, I wouldn't really devalue the results overall. Because I feel like it still takes a certain type of willpower to still continue on. But at the same time, these guys don't really have too much of an incentive to, like, just race the whole way through. Especially if, like, especially in a point system where there's a championship 4 thing or whatever with points reset. So, like, yeah. But still. That was going to be my first podium, and I was pissed that I didn't get... Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah, I really apologize for that, McFarlane. It's like... Because at the end of the day, I wasn't just pissed at you, I was basically pissed at everyone. Because somehow it turned this whole thing about me smack-talking Chase, and then Chase somehow proving me wrong, and it's like, no. I never doubted Chase's abilities. It's just that this is just human nature. When it comes, just driver nature, essentially. Like, if cooler heads don't prevail, if cooler heads don't prevail, they're gonna start doing stupid stuff. We see that all the time. And Chase was still smack talking, but it was still a cooler head by the end of the race. Chase cooled his head, and he won. But again, it still pissed me off that night that everyone took that as some sort of smack talk. That, like, I was, like, smack talking him, and then everyone saw it as me not being able to handle that he proved me wrong on something, even though it was never about his skill. It was always about his attitude. I've always preached, I don't know, like, I've always, like, preached that to the cows come home when it comes to Nick and Chase. I never go at them for their ability ever. They never think that much into what I'm saying. They just see it as me attacking them. And then that, as simple as that. I think I only raced Indy RC in the Auto Club. After Indy RC, I was mad at y'all. Well, that's fair, because like I said, and as you know now, if it wasn't for me, Chase would have found a way to piss you off too. Like I said, it was me against the world. I almost quit entirely at that point. I almost quit. That was almost the end. But me and my willpower, because at the end of the day, it's BSP's league, and I trust BSP. I mean, that's the only reason I stuck around for this long. Otherwise, I wouldn't have messed around with these idiots. Like, I have better things to do, but because it's BSP's league, I'm like, okay, let me run this. Let me see how far I can get. Let's see if I can, you know, especially when like compared to the first time I raced against these guys, I did get better. This race is not a good. Like that race was not a good example of it because we're all just all on fumes. Like I said, we're just running through everyone. Like it's hard to focus on certain people when like you're just running through everyone else. It was also me against the world because I blamed you and they attacked me. I actually missed that part. But yeah, like I said, it's what it is, you know. Because remember, Chase and those guys, them having whatever skill, whatever, they have this huge ego. So everyone else is seen as like just. So everyone else is seen as Cody Ware by comparison. Heck, like think of it this way, like think of it this way, McFarlane. Let's say you did get your get back on me, they still would have clowned you. So no matter what we did, even if like let's say I that part where I cut the corner went wide, let's say I gave that spot to you, like they have no clue what happened and you got third. They would have still clowned you. They still would have seen you as a joke. Still have seen you as like they still have seen you as a moron because of what went on throughout the race. They always hated me. Well, yeah, they've always hated me too. So like I said, like that's why I just don't give these guys that kind of like I'm better than Armando. Well, that isn't hard. A lot of people are better than Armando. It's just that we messed up more than Armando did at the end. That's how he got. And that and Speedway ran out of fuel. Like, a lot of guys are better than Armando. It's just that, Armando gets to hide under their blanket. But yeah, it's like I said, McFarlane. Like, even, like, that's the thing, McFarlane. It didn't matter whether or not you beat me or not. They still would have clowned you. You know? It's never enough for these guys. There's Iowa. Now, Taylor raced this. I know Taylor raced this one. We're at the home stretch when it comes to this nonsense. Okay, just qualifying. Yeah, group quality, blah, blah, blah. These are the times. I was 5th overall, looks like. So, yeah, okay. Sorry, what? Hang on. What? Like, if Chase liked me, he wouldn't say all the smack about me and I'd be one of his goons. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because that's the thing. I don't know if I said this in another stream, but basically it's like this road racing stuff. And it was Quentin's league, either that or Aiden's league, that made me realize that everyone forms their own little cliques. And depending on what league it is, like I think that's why, and that's pretty much why certain leagues implode. Because bear in mind, like I'd been in so many different leagues. I've been in Aiden's league, BSP's league. I mean, BSP is the closest we get to multiple clicks in one, pretty much. This is as close as we get to it. Like different cliques, like sort of all together and under like one umbrella, sort of. I don't know what it is. I guess because BSP was fairly neutral when it came to these things. I don't know. Like BSP's always scuffing with these guys, but I guess he always respected them enough to have him to keep him in this league, because they are skilled drivers. With Butter, Midnight, and Grave. Oh yeah. I've always been mixed with Midnight. It's not that actually I never had issues with Midnight. It's just that as a race, like I've always been cool with Midnight. As a racer, I didn't pay much mind to him until he started racing in my league. Heck, even when he was my teammate in Pirtek, I have to admit, oh my gosh. I somewhat forgot about him, but that's because, he wasn't run too often. Yeah, there you go. More pace and shenanigans, whatever. And Iowa, I think at this point, I think I was still fairly new to running Iowa, so I just wasn't really too much of a fan running here. In bigger leagues, everyone hates me. Well, yeah, well, especially if you have a reputation, it's like, like people are gonna. I don't know. Like I said, when you have a certain reputation in certain leagues, like it takes for like some people, whatever stigma you got from being like, you know, from your driving, it'll sometimes like how do I explain this? Okay, I gotta start from the beginning here. Okay, depending on what you did early on in road racing in certain leagues, when you start to join bigger leagues, they'll still see you as that scrub or whatever. And people continue that. Okay, yo, that explains it then. If Chase labeled you that, then of course people are gonna run with it. Like the dude, especially when he's a pro, especially when Chase is a pro, there's plenty of people. I'm not gonna say naive. Well, somewhat. I don't know. Probably not using the word right, but when a pro is saying this and that, and Chase is as accomplished as he is, and he's saying that about certain people, of course some people are gonna stick with it. You know. That just happens. That's why like this is a problem in iRacing too, but it just it tends to happen a lot here too because as I found out, there's outside like because remember for the first few months of me doing this roll racing stuff, like Roblox League racing stuff, I spent the first few months only running in Pirtek and one other league, ran by a guy you probably don't know, Caden Lemon, or Daredevil as you put him. But at the end of the day, it's like, once I started branching out to all these other leagues, start to realize, oh, I'm starting to race against the same guys over and over. And of course, some of them see me a certain way, so they'll say certain things about me. I probably don't realize it. They're probably saying something about me to another guy. And certain guys will race me a certain way, and I start to have this stigma around me that I didn't realize that the word just spread. Especially in Quentin's league, that's when it really started to come to light. Because when I got into Pirtek, it was just 5 or 6 guys just racing for fun. We didn't really beef with each other that much, and we didn't hate. And even when we did beef, it was just like racing rivalry. We didn't even hate each other that much post race. But by the time we branched out to like using NWRT and more guys joined in, that's where everything went downhill. Because as you branch out, you start to race guys you don't know that well, and then they feel a certain way about you. They have different standards for whatever, especially when Chase is like the supposed pro. If you want to really use that word in Roblox, like of course he's gonna feel a certain way about you. Sorry, I missed this comment. I kind of read it. At some tracks, I'm better than Chase. Well, that doesn't matter to him. You know, like I forgot how you raced against Chase, but I'll take your word for it. Like I believe that you are better than him in certain tracks. So even then it's like that's not gonna matter to him because depending on certain things you do at certain tracks, he's gonna label you as whatever. It's like real NASCAR, but worse because the difference is like this stuff ain't that serious. There ain't really any money on the line. I mean, there's time. There's time wasted, but still, you're not breaking unless you're spending Roblox on private servers. You're not breaking bank playing Roblox. Unless you're paying the electric bill yourself. Like unless you're paying the electric bill yourself, you're not making private servers for Roblox. You're not breaking bank playing this thing. Like this, it's a nothing. Like it ain't that serious. Like I don't know. And I know everyone says that, but at the end of the day, people still get upset because everyone, it's just a reaction. Everyone some people still take more serious. Despite that, Chase still goes out of his way to clown us. And despite Quentin telling me that after during my meltdown at the end of the Indy race. Quentin saying oh, it's Roblox, chill, it ain't that serious. It's and I'm thinking to myself, and I lash out at him too, where was and I was thinking, where was that mindset when you suspended me in your league? Where was that mindset? Especially when, like I said, in the last few races of me running Quentin's league, it was me getting blamed for stuff that wasn't necessarily my fault, But because Quentin is a hothead, he's not gonna think logically. He's just gonna go off. He's gonna try and get back at me, and he did in the race. It failed both times because he did at Bristol and Las Vegas. Like, that's what it is. That's always been a problem. These guys, like, I don't know. Like, the fact that I'll put it like this: the fact that I still road racing now is honestly a miracle, because my life's been quite a bit busier. And the fact that I still take time out of my day, and that's kind of why I haven't done the Chrome Pro Series in a while, because it's just timing, you know? But yeah, despite that, I still found time in my day to just race, you know? And not only that, racing multiple leagues, like racing in errands, racing in, actually, no, the Walmart Series wasn't up at that point, but like just the leagues I was running in, like at that point I should not have been running that many leagues, just to focus on like my like life stuff, you know, just to focus like outside gaming. But I still find time for it, and it's like, yeah, like this like oil race is actually, and this race was actually pretty fun. Still, but you know why we're here. You know why we're here. I might as well see how the first 20 so laps go out. Is this one, actually, this tape isn't even that long. Did I skip much? Had to cut down the leagues I was because of chase drama. Hey, that's fair. That's fair. I've told I don't think you haven't raced Julian Undated, actually. You haven't. He was in the 46 or whatever. He ran one errands race, but he mainly runs in my league. Something I've told him, and it's something I think it was something I've told him, that essentially, like, and I think I've said this in a Vent Station episode I did, like, if it just isn't fun for you anymore, then just cut down. Just cut down if you have to. Like, no matter what, like, here's the thing, no matter what age you are, even if you're in high school, like, there's still better stuff you could do than this, you know? There's so much more out there. Like, there is so much more out there than this. And that's what makes all of this so sad. That's what makes all of this sad. Just, like, it's supposed to be casual fun time or whatever. But yet, despite that, it's turned into this whole iRacing thing. Like, iRacing, I know, like, and, like, iRacing, like, you get stuff like this on iRacing too, but it's more understandable because there's actually money being spent on it. I can understand why people will get pissed off over stuff that certain guys are doing, because at the end of the day, there's rankings and there's actual, like, I'm not sure, you're still getting nothing out of it, but it's still time and money being spent on something where you're just where you feel like you're getting screwed at every point, you know? High school, and to be honest, I don't have anything better to do, just a hobby. Oh, okay. Well, it's fine to have hobbies. And even then, it's like, look, if you're not, trust me, like, at my age, you start to get wiser at things. Like, if you're just not passionate about this, like, if you're just not passionate about this anymore, then just take the time off. It's not worth your mental state to just keep on going when it feels like everyone hates you and you hate everyone. It's like, it isn't worth it. Heck, it's perfect timing that in fact, it was actually perfect timing that Pirtek ended after this race, because I was done after this was the last race of Pirtek. Left road race for a week because of Chase. Oh boy, I feel like that's not enough if it's because of Chase drama. I feel like 1 week ain't enough, but I don't know. Everyone's built different. I'm just saying it from my perspective. Like, if it's causing that much pain for you, you just stop racing it then or something. Because I was really aggressive with Apple there. Like, I think I was impatient at that point, but Anyway, like, I know I haven't really talked about the race itself here. There's just not much to say about this Iowa race. Especially when the main part I want to show you with this race is later on. I'm going to skip ahead. Nothing's really happening. Did I pit? Uh-oh. At some point I tried to pit. Yep, it was here. This was bad. I decided to pit right here. But I missed it entirely. Instead of going back around, I decided I'll just pit right here, right now. Then I go in and realize, oh, I didn't hit the pit line. So I have to back up and hit the line. And yeah, everyone freaked out when I did that. I told them to just keep it green, keep it green. I'm just pitting here. Nothing to say. Laps down, whatever. Laps down. So I'm just stuck here. And I'll tell you this. I think at some point, yeah, I think stage cautions happen here. So stage cautions happen here. Oh my gosh. So I'll explain this. The one thing I have in common, the one thing that me and Chase have in common is the fact that we both hate that. For some reason, BSP is at this point was really obsessed with us doing green flag pit stops. So in order to force us to have green flag pit stops, he just keep pit road closed at the end of a stage. This is this is literally the one thing that Chase and I can agree on was the dumbest idea. Like, just let us pit. Like, especially when, like, remember, like, especially when it's Iowa. Like, Iowa is one of those tracks that even with a decent field size, Iowa races tend to be dragged out. Iowa races tend to have dragged out green flag runs anyway. And with that in mind, just have us pit now. We're eventually gonna have to pit under green anyway. There isn't even that many. Like, there isn't even that many I don't even think there's any more cautions after that. I think that was the last caution. I could be wrong. Maybe there's one more. But there's pretty much like, but there's very few cautions in this race at all. So at the end of the day, me and Chase were proven right. Like, I'm not sure if that was Chase's mindset, but like my mindset was like, Iowa tends to get drawn out with their green flag runs. Just let us pit now. We'll eventually have to pit under green anyway. We're still doing, because BSP really tries to force a strategy game, we'll still do it. So I think I was mad at BSP in this race too because of that. I was like, I get mad at, like, for this race, I know like you didn't see this, McFarlane, but in this race I pretty much get mad at the usual suspects, you know. Nothing new. But I was also pissed off at BSP because of what I just said with the pit thing. It's like, let us pit under yellow. We will eventually have to pit under green anyway. It will be stretched out. Just let us, like, thing. Just let us pan it out. And he wouldn't do it, and that was infuriating. So I'm just running. Did I pit? Oh, I did pit. Okay, whatever. No. Is caution out? Okay, caution's out. We're running the race. Blah, blah, blah. I think, by the way, I'm still like a lap down, whatever. I went multiple laps down. So I'm still a lap down here, I think. I'm running the race, whatever. By the way, I am not good on fuel at this point. I can tell. I'm not good on fuel. What? Man. Alright. Is this here? Oh my gosh, there's so much going on. I know I wasn't paying attention. Oh shoot, what was I doing? So this race is going on. Oh my gosh, it's hectic. What is happening right now? Oh! There's a race happening. Uh-oh. I didn't know about that. Yeah, that explains why Taylor ain't here. Oh, whatever. He could watch this in post. Because Taylor's in this race, so I know he wanted to see it. But, McFarlane, if you're still there, yeah, might as well talk about this right now. This is where everything gets stupid. This infuriates me. Did you already do Auto Club? Oh yeah, I already did Auto Club. But at this point I'm fuming over this moment because at this point I'm a lap down. So yeah, I'm being told. I don't know why I get mad at what Chase is doing. It's like because Chase doesn't have really any say. He's just saying things. Basically, I'm ahead of Nick. I'm a lap down. They reset laps, so I'm still labeled a lap down. Fine. They're telling me to let Nick by. They're doing this like whole blue flag thing. It's like, dude, like you're you're like, where are you? You're fifth place. Like it's like Nick, you're fifth place. Enough of this blue flag nonsense. Like no. And even then, at some point, I'm like, okay, fine, I'll let you by. Was it here? It might have been here. Yeah, I let him. Yeah, I start letting off more. He still can't do anything. Look, side by side. Okay, fine. Maybe I should let off more. Okay. I think and at this point, I'm purposely going wide. Like, going wide at Iowa is not a smart choice. I already smacked the wall there. You see that. At this point, I'm going wide on purpose. And he still can't catch me. Look, he still drives up the wall. Nick still drives. This is where I got ticked off. Like, here's the thing. Going through, like, this season, thing is, with this season of Pirtek, I actually wasn't mad at Nick. I really wasn't. I actually wasn't pissed off at Nick at this point. It was mainly Chase and Armando. But Nick going off here, look, I don't know if that was a purpose, but Nick cannot, this is what I told Taylor. Nick cannot run this track. He cannot run this track at all. He's garbage. Like, look at this. Even when I let him by, I still catch up to the guy because he can't run this track. I think at some point I catch up to him and he starts complaining again. But like that's what infuriated me here. It's like he's going off. It's like, dude, I'm not doing anything special. I'm just running the track better than you. This was the end here. We're only like 4 laps to go. Look at this. He can't run the track. Or like he somewhat can, but I'm just better at it. Jeez, like it's like especially when like Chase is so far in the lead, it's like, what do you want me to do? Get another lap down? I don't want to go another lap down. I'm trying to not go another lap down. That's the thing. Like you can't the lap car can't get blue flagged for like and let everyone by, especially when the leader is that far. Okay, I don't know, maybe that was a bit aggressive, but Chase is so far ahead. Okay, probably not that far ahead, but like it still felt like he was halfway across the track. Yeah, he's basically halfway across the track by the time we're crossing the line. It's like, no. At that point, he's just gonna. If I just let Nick by and trying to stay behind him the whole time, it's just gonna become this thing where like, now I'm stuck between like some dude running fifth and the leader who might lap me again. It's like if another caution comes out, I want to get my one lap. I want to like get back on the lead lap. No, I don't want to like. It's like, no, I don't want to let you by. He's still complaining here. It's like Nick cannot run this track. He can, but not as good as I can. Like you can see it here. I know I'm a bit aggressive, but it's like even when I'm making fumbles like this. Even when I'm making those fumbles, and I just give it to him, I still, like, outpace him. I cross over here. I still get side by side with him, because even when I let him by, look at this. At this point, I'm spending the last 5 laps just going wide on purpose. Nick can't make the corner. He went up into me anyway. Even when I go up to give him the spot, he's still going up the track. Where I am. He knows I'm going up there to give him like this thing in blue flag he wants. And despite that, look at this. Like, look at that. Nick just sucks. Yeah, exactly. I think I was giving him too much credit. Now I think about it here. Like, look at this. Like, he seems fine on his own, but like I said, like, look at this. It's exactly what I told Taylor. I wish Taylor was here. He's busy doing a league race, but like right now, but like if he was here, he knows what I'm talking about. Like this is basically exactly what I said. I spend laps upon laps just going wide on purpose, and it's like not even like a good wide. Because I noticed you said in the comments like you do better going wide. Well, the way I'm going wide is like I'm not even doing it in a way that's fast really, or not on purpose at least. I was surprised I was able to catch him. I think at this point I'm just not able to catch him again. But those past 10 laps were the dumbest thing. This pushed me over the edge because both are missing it right now. Oh yeah, that's cause it goes back to what I was saying earlier. Like I want to run Eli's thing again. It's just there's too much going on right now for me. I can't do it again. I can't. I don't know. I might make some sporadic appearances, but overall, it's like that's probably. I just don't see myself running that league full time again. But yeah, as I was saying, man, it was so like this was pretty much the end of Pirtek for me right here. Although I think Pirtek pretty much shut down not too long after this race, though it probably wasn't because of this race. I don't remember. But man, this was. I mentioned part 1 of the stream that the beginning of the end of Pirtek. Oh boy, what a journey this was. This was straight up the end. This race, I might as well see this to the end because we got time. Because this stream is a lot earlier than my other streams. Talking to one viewer, yeah, well it is what it is. I said this at a start of the stream, like I was honestly just trying to get this footage onto YouTube by any means necessary. I wanted to do an extensive edited video or whatever, but I never really had time for it. And my computer storage is stacking up like crazy. It's thinned out. Well, I got rid of a lot of it now, but I still have a lot more storage to clear because a whole lot of my computer storage is just Roblox racing footage, and I record pretty much every single Roblox race I do. So with all the road racing I do, like whole lot of storage taken up. I gotta, this is probably I thought this was the most efficient way for me to just get the footage out there. And the thing was, I was just kind of doing this regardless of whoever's watching. But it's still cool to interact with whoever's here, Like, it's like, my goodness, like, because at the end of the day, this is pretty much my story of because this is a league, I might as well say this as the laps are winding down, and to whoever is watching this in post, this is a league, this was the start of me racing, like, in Roblox so often, because the thing is, well before doing, like, road racing or whatever, I did do backstretch battles on Roblox because I saw YouTube videos on it and I thought it was cool. I raced, so I mainly did it for backstretch battles. I raced against my brother on backstretch battles when I have time to. But, yeah, in late September last year is when I got to, I saw BSP's YouTube video saying, sign ups for Pirtek Cup Series, whatever. I joined. It seemed pretty fun. And, still had fun with it. Like, that series was starting me just spending this much time on Roblox as I have. And, honestly, I've had a lot of fun with it. And there's a lot going on here. I don't know if Taylor was trying to go after Nick just like me, but, we were just fed up at this point. I didn't even realize I was still scuffling with Nick at this point. That's shocking. Taylor just missed the corner. Yeah, and look at that. Nick still can't make the corner, even when I'm just letting him by. So there you go, just more proof in the pudding right there. And the thing is, these guys, I know Chase has seen one of my stop motion videos and clowned on it. And I don't know about Nick. But if these guys got time, whatever. These guys got time, I don't know. But yeah, I'm just pushing Nick because I just stopped caring at that point. Oh boy, I was almost at a detriment of my own teammate. I said that too fast. But yeah, like I was just saying, like, going on this whole monologue, like, this was a really fun experience. And honestly, the fact that I still had it in me to roll race after this, because the thing is, me basically quitting on Pirtek at this point, it wasn't just me quitting Pirtek. it was me quitting on road racing in general. It was me quitting on road racing in general. I was just done with it at this point. I was just done. But joining Taylor. Oh my gosh, there I go. But joining Taylor's series, I guess I just still felt the need, and I'm still running with him, man. But joining Taylor's series, I guess I still felt like, Aaron's Cup series. I know you're part of McFarlane. I guess it just reignited the spark I needed, because even though there's still some beefs there, like beefs are inevitable no matter like how much of a friendly thing it is. And there I go again. No matter how much of a friendly, environment it is, there's still gonna be beefs. No matter how beefy things get, like, you know, it's still like Aaron's was still like it was a nice breath of fresh air. Maybe because it was me, Taylor, a couple of other guys I knew, but it was mainly uncharted territory. And yeah, I knew that was on Nick. I just didn't feel like talking about it. I was kind of numb to it. But yeah, like, that's the thing. Like, at this point, like, I said, like, Aaron's Cup, I'm gonna do a video on that at some point, like a proper video on that at some point. That was that reignited the spark I needed. So the fact that, honestly, I'd honestly thank I have to thank Taylor for that, because outside of that, I would have just quit entirely. I would have quit. I would have just stuck to the Chrome Pro series. I mean, I still did the Chrome Pro. I still hosted a Chrome Pro series at this point. But if it wasn't for Taylor's League, I would have just stuck to hosting one as opposed to just racing. And yeah, YouTube's somewhat been lagging on me too as I'm looking at through the chat a bit. But yeah, it's just the fact that, oh Lord, it is a miracle that I managed to come back from this when it came to roll racing. So I feel like I owe it to Taylor on that part. Because my goodness, especially the YouTube shorts I made out of it, I've had a lot of, it's an experience. So I'm not sure I don't know where. Like I said, Taylor's road racing right now. Getting the call. No, that's not for me. I didn't think the mic could pick it up. It sounded kind of low volume. I'm surprised the mic picked it up. Now, as for the rest of this, I would just check these out on an off day, because I don't know. I feel like I basically did the assignment at this point. So, yeah. Probably the earliest I've ended a stream in a long time, because a lot of my streams end late. But, okay, right quick. Because, Pirtek disappeared. Not too long after, BSP brought in the Walmart series, which is this. This is Clash at Bowman Gray. Then we did Daytona, daily routine thing. Then we went to Coda. Then we went to Auto Club, which only had like 5 or so cars. I'll get into those, like I said, I'll get into those some other time. Probably, probably some sort of encore for some. Can we rewatch Auto Club? I got rid of the footage, sadly. Because like I said, I was going through this, I think you have to check out part 4. I think that's part 4. If not part 3. So, it's there, on one of the live streams there to check out. I think I got rid of the footage at this point, because I'm, I'm clearing. Like I said, the live stream, it's sort of a dire situation for the sake of my computer, just clear space. So, yeah, Pirtek was an experience. It's what got me into this dance. Well, had to find a different partner. So, yeah. That spelled the end of Pirtek. And even though he tried again, he quit again. But like I said, I've been able to roll race in other places. I still have fun with it. Still having fun with it. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. So yeah, not much else. Like I said, I'm kind of just dragging it on, but there's going to be more live streams coming of me covering other roll racing leagues I've been in, since I mentioned earlier that I record every single race. I did start checking out BK's stuff, so I'm not sure when I'm gonna get back into that. I feel like that's not. I feel like that's an easier one to go through, in footage wise, because not too much happens. I could just skip through a lot of it. So I don't know. Probably more on that some other time. When I live stream or when I like on Discord or on the YouTube community post. Well, that and I sort of gotta focus on SARS too, so maybe it's not that dire. If I make a league, would you join it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know. But then again, you never know. I still like I said, I quit Pirtek and I was gonna quit racing altogether, and I still found myself racing in Tele's league. So you never know. My mind switches up quite a lot, as you can tell just from the content on my channel. So you never know. It's a possibility. So yeah. So that wraps up this 5-part. This is quite a 5-parter to go through. My goodness, it became a slog to go through, mainly because I started this 5-parter, because I didn't realize it was going to be a 5-parter, really. I just estimated it would. But this mainly started because of, I really wanted to show you guys or whoever was here, what happened at the end. And well, yeah. Still going to be up for everyone to see, so if they're interested. And I'm going to call it a night. So, well, final see you bye to Pirtek. Basically, see you bye to whatever the league BSP runs in, because it just seems like he's not interested anymore. And, well, that, folks, is about it.